A teacher who is good in computer skills may not be able to conduct the online classes in an interesting manner. The reason is the session may not be so interactive. There are some teachers, they prepare the content offline, they record their content, and they post the content online later. See, until you master the computer skills, nothing wrong if you do this. But when we go live, we want to make the session so interactive in the sense it requires a lot of skills and planning. So, what are the things we need to plan well in advance? We will discuss about it. There are two ways to make your session so interesting and lively. How to make part of the session interactive. All that we need is a meticulous plan to make our online teaching a successful one. So first you can mention your name and course code. Schools could allot a course code for each subject as well as for each topic they teach. Date can be mentioned there, name of the lesson, and what topic. In the lesson you may have so many topics, so what is the topic you are going to teach in a particular lesson, and what's your learning outcome, and how you are going to motivate your students in the beginning, and what activity you plan to conduct, and what are the resources you need to make your online teaching a successful one. And then towards the end, how you are going to evaluate whether the students have learned it or not, how you are going to evaluate. So all this plan you can have well in advance. Checklist 2. You need some students to be involved in online teaching. The students, they have to take up the role of the teacher. So you have a topic, you divide the topic into subtopics, and a particular subtopic can be given to a student, and they can prepare some PPT, and instead of you, they can explain that particular subtopic, and you can give another subtopic to another student, and they can find a suitable video which will help to explain that particular topic, so that can be included in the presentation. And you can find some of the students and give them some questions, reflection questions, in the sense the questions which really make them think and answer. It should be an open-ended question. So you can give that kind of questions to some of the students and they can answer during this session. So you need to choose the students who are going to participate in online teaching along with you to make the session more interactive. And whenever you choose the students, you have to inform their role well in advance to those people, so that the students, they will get ready with their own preparation. If you plan for a 50-minute session, it can be split up like this. It is a suggestion, you can follow your own method of teaching. So 30 minutes are allotted for a teacher and 20 minutes for students. So how we are going to proceed? In the center of this particular picture, teacher is there. He is the one who is going to coordinate this particular session. And there are 4 options for the teacher to make the session more interactive. So he is going to involve a particular student to give a presentation on a particular subtopic, a PPT, and he is going to use another student to give a presentation, a video presentation on another subtopic. Instead of the teacher teaching that particular topic, the students can be allowed to teach that particular subtopic. And the next thing is reflection questions. 2 questions or more questions you can choose, but it depends upon the time. So in order to reduce the time, you can choose 2 questions in between the session, and 1 question can be given to 2 students. So how each student vary in giving the answer, that can be seen by other people. So you can choose 2 questions, and the next thing is finally you can have question hour. During this hour, students can raise their doubts, or the teacher can sum up the lesson which was taught in that particular session. So how we have to proceed in this particular thing? A teacher start the session with motivation, and he gives a presentation for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, a student is allowed to give the PPT presentation. And once the student finishes, the teacher can continue his presentation. At the end of the 30th minute, the teacher can give a chance to another student to give video presentation. So that will last for 3 minutes. Once again, the teacher can continue his presentation. And finally, in between the session, he can ask this reflection questions. So that can be asked at any part of this particular session. And finally, revision questions. Here we have given a sample. A session is meant for 50 minutes. How it could be split up? So it is a sample. You can follow this, or you can have your own plan. Student must be informed about this particular task at least 4 days in advance, so that they will get ready with the presentation. That presentation must be shared with the teacher. The teacher should evaluate whether the presentation is okay or not. He has to approve it and keep it with him. When the presentation is going on, when the session is going on, this particular PPT should be played by the teacher. The teacher should play this presentation, and the student, they have to explain it. Because if you allow the student to play, if you allow the student to be the presenter, what will happen? If they show any inappropriate content, then that will become a problem during this online teaching. So in order to avoid this, the teacher must be the presenter. So he can play the content and the student can explain it. So this way you can split up the session, and I hope this may help you to some extent. So once you finish planning all these things well in advance, we need to send messages to the parents also. Like this particular task is given to your child and he has to get ready with the presentation. In case if any material is required, you can inform the parents so that the parents will arrange those things and the student will get ready with the presentation. The teacher, they have to choose the right activity for the topic they are going to teach online. They need to choose the right activity. It should be interactive. For example, it can be a seminar, it can be a symposium, debate, or interview. These kind of interactive activities they can choose. It should be suitable to the content they intend to teach. And once they choose the activity, they need to assign the role for each and every student who are going to participate in the activity online. So once they prepare their content in the sense it may be a PPT, a Word file, PDF file, or a video, or anything. So anything they like to show it to other students, they need to send the material to the teacher and get the approval. And the teacher, they need to verify the content before they display it online. And if the content is not appropriate, they have to ask the students to modify the content. All these things they have to do before they start the session. So if the teachers follow these kind of guidelines, the activity will go in an interesting manner. So the teacher, they have to tell the students who is going to give the presentation first, next. That order must be communicated clearly to the students. So this way they can make the session interactive. Think about your own environment, and each teacher, you can prepare a tailor-made guidelines for the activity you are going to conduct online.